What is up, all you beautiful souls? I know it's early. It's an hour drive one way, an hour drive back. But we did get all the walls complete on the highest level of the house. There's like a loft up top, and then there's a second portion of the upstairs. And that has 3 bedrooms and 2 baths. All the walls done in there. And then in the hallway, all the walls down before we come downstairs. So tomorrow we will be working on doing the rest of the walls throughout the house, which is the lower level of the house. And there's some high walls. There's some 16-foot, 18-foot walls. So you got to use scrub brushes and extension poles. We're getting her done. We're getting her done. It's going to be a little longer than I anticipated because we got broke up days. In other words, we don't have enough. We don't have enough people, and we got jobs going on. So I wanted to discuss something a little bit. I wanted to ask you guys: do you like being directed in life, or do you like to carve your own path? What I mean by that is, do you like to do research? Do you like to learn things and then formulate your core beliefs or your opinions based off the research you did? Or do you like to be directed by, media, a multitude of other different fast avenues that can teach you what you believe in and your core values and beliefs? And then I'd like to ask, if you prefer to get all your information from the media outlets, social media, so on and so forth, to formulate your beliefs in your opinions, values, in core beliefs or whatnot, then are they even your real core beliefs? Or are they being orchestrated from somebody else? I mean, I'd like to think we're all influential, and I know we are all influential, and we get our core beliefs and values from a multitude of different ways. But I'm curious to know, where do you like to get your core values, your belief systems, your opinions, and so on and so forth? Do you like to do your own research to build your self-character up, or do you like to cling on to something from the media and believe whatever it is you might believe from that, right? You get your core values from there. I'm not saying there's any wrong or right way. I'm just curious. I don't like to be directed by individuals that I believe don't have the people's best interest at heart. It's just my opinion. I'm not saying that's the way it is. It's just my opinion, which we are all entitled to, correct? I would like to think so. Something happened to where my camera got dark. Let me see if I can't brighten that up a little bit. It's not allowing me to. There, that might be better. That might be better. My apologies for that. So I don't like being educated from individuals that's been blatantly caught in lies, okay? And I don't care which media outlet it is, they have all been caught in serious, not just little lies, like serious lies. So I don't like to learn my information from others that have been caught and perpetually lie. I don't like getting my information from there. I like getting my information as well from life lessons and experiences. That's where a lot of my core beliefs stem from, is from mistakes I've made in my life, from ways I figured out how to correct them, how people have treated me, how I've treated them, how I view the world. Man, if I viewed the world the way the media outlet shows us, I'd be depressed and maybe on the verge of doing bad things to myself or getting into addiction or whatever other avenues one may go into, breed hatred in myself so I can pass that on to my fellow Americans in this country? I think not. And I ask those questions open-mindedly because I'm curious to know why some allow a narrative that's being propagated through whatever. It doesn't even matter what news outlet because it's on both sides. Why they allow them to... These people... Do you realize how much better our lives would be, depressed-wise, anxiety-wise, financial stability-wise, if there was only a flat rate of 10% income tax to the entire population? You all then will say, oh, well, then the world couldn't, or the United States couldn't function the way it does. Yes, it can. Because I've done multiple research on individuals, even scholars that were, or professors that were high ranked up in all this, has done research and said that our system could function on 3.2% tax, the same as it is today. That's kind of scary and kind of crazy. So yes, all these people do this to us, and then we let them direct the narrative and formulate our viewpoints in our life. So I guess my question is, why? Why do we allow that? I see life as beautiful. All this stuff they're showing on TV, I'm not in some of those places, but if it was that serious and that predominant and really that big of an issue, I'd see it everywhere. You would see it everywhere. And I do not. I do not whatsoever. And I am all over the state of Michigan. I am, very rarely am I in the same city every day. I'm somewhere else, man. I'm way out an hour west of my house, meeting amazing people and seeing beautiful civilization and cultures and people in the community, and I don't see it. Like, I just don't, man, I whacked myself good yesterday. My head's so sore. So I'm a Pollock, and my wife had her hatch up, and I just decided to run right into it 2 times yesterday morning, and I was like, I'm done. I did. I said that too. I went in the house. I said, I'm done. I'm done loading the van. I whacked my melon so hard. But yeah, so I ponder that because our culture all could be shifted by us learning from each other instead of being directed by a couple sides that have been caught in a multitude of lies to us, have been caught in embezzlement. They're criminal. Some of these people are absolutely criminal, beyond the criminals you're wishing in your community would be incarcerated. It's deeper than, it is ugly if you really look into it. It is actually downright, but this is just my opinion, it's more like crimes on humanity. So I wonder, why don't we, the people out here, just get to communicating, put your differences aside, and start learning from one another? Because although we may all not believe the same things, I do bet you a great portion of us want good for our neighbors, whatever your opinions or beliefs are. I want good for all my neighbors. My neighbor next door to me, right now, currently, believes in a completely different ideology than I do. We talk all the time. I go help him if he needs help. He comes over and helps me if I need help. We get along great. I'm straight. He's gay. It doesn't matter. We get along great. All this stuff they try to divide us as is actually sickening to the core. They are trying to decrease the value of this beautiful country's culture without care that it is affecting you and I. They do not care. They are not in the same mindset as me. Ladies and gentlemen, they're not even working. They're just taking money from us and creating their career out of that. Some of them are doing some work, but there are some, come on, how did they even get a job? If they had to go to work at McDonald's for one day, it would crush them. So how are we allowing them to impact our culture so bad when the communities I see out here and the people I meet out here are absolutely beautiful people, just as you are right there. And I don't care if you have the same values and belief system that I do or not. It does not matter to me. That's your right of choice in this country. And I still love you as a brother or sister. It does not matter your ethnicity. It does not matter your religion. It does not matter your sexual preference. I don't give a shit if you think you're a toad or if you think you're a human. It does not matter to me. I don't care. Guess what? That's the right you get in this country. You want to dress up like a girl and what up? By all means necessary, go dress up like a girl. I did it when I was a kid with my brothers and sisters. We played dress up. I mean, that was something we did. I don't know I don't know if it was right or I don't know if it was wrong. I don't give a shit. It didn't impact the individual I am today. So I don't care what your beliefs are. If you are a human being with blood pumping in your body, you went through some shit. I've went through some shit. I want to support you in life, and I hope that you have a prosperous life with a beautiful family that has multiple memories. They are trying to strip our memories from each other because somebody believes a different thing from our own fucking families. It's sickening to the core if you dissect it and see what they're doing to the culture in this country. A bunch of 2,500 or so elitists that they ain't elite at shit. A walk in my life, one day, they would crumble and be crying in a little corner. And that ain't saying I got some shit going on. I know some people and I got some friends that their plate would crush me. But the fact that they are trying to steal the short life that we have here and the beautiful memories we get to make with the people in the communities we live in is horseshit. And we the people are allowing it. And we the people, it is our responsibility. It is our obligation to put a stop to it. I don't care if you're left or right or gay or straight or hot pink or black and white or peach. I don't give a shit what you are. If you're a human being, you're a human being. And I love you and I want the best for you. When the hell are people going to start standing up against this bullshit they're spewing all over to get us to hate each other? Why do they want us to hate each other so bad? Why? It's clear and evident. If you can't see that, then you have never developed mentally in your mind. You have a whole lot of growth. And that ain't me cursing you. That's a good thing, because then you can figure that out and then you can start growing. Why do they want the country attacking it? Read some books, man. Please read some books. Educate yourself outside of media networks. I say we boycott all the media, but Justin, how are you going to do your business? I don't care. I'll go knock door to door. I do not care. It's insane what's going on. And I don't feed into it. I actually try to do the exact opposite and expose them. And people are afraid to do that because they'll get banned on Facebook or banned. As I am. I'm in Facebook jail right now. I cannot make any live content because I speak like this. Because I stand up for the beautiful. Here's an example. Elderly gentleman riding his bike down the road in his little community with a little basket and has got something in it. I love that man. I don't even know him and I don't give a shit what his beliefs are. You guys have no idea how powerful we are together. You see how powerful we are divided. Why in God's green earth would anybody want that? Like, you're that miserable in life, you just want to bash people online because you're miserable with your circumstances in life? It really exposes people's character. It exposes their misery in life. That is it. Do a little bit of psychology research, Psychology 101. Those that go to provoke shit in other people, they're the most miserable individuals there are, especially over a different belief, especially of a different skin tone. Are you out of your mind? It's 2026. Nobody gives a shit what skin tone you are. And if they do, and if they don't appreciate you for your character, then they're an idiot. They're an absolute idiot. I get passionate about this shit because I am for the people, and I do love the people, and I don't give a shit your skin tone, and I don't give a shit your sex, and I don't care your religion, and I don't care if you're a girl or a boy, or if you think you're something else. I don't give two shits. That's your right as an American, and you're born that way. You get a choice here. And if we don't stand up for the people, pretty soon we ain't gonna have a choice. I've never seen a time so bad that the political realm up here in the club has dictated the people so bad. They're leading you right off the edge, man. They're leading people right off the edge. They will never look at life the same again. There are some people to the right so far, some people they're gone for life. They can never come back. They're doomed for life. And they allowed propaganda to get them there. And look, I ain't talking on the behalf of one political side or the other. I'm talking about it as a whole and what I see it doing to humanity. You guys all love that much? You like the fighting back and forth like Jerry Springer shit? If so, start training and get in the ring and take your anger out in the ring in the right way or whatever, man. But it's hideous. And this is what leads me to believe, because I'm in society all the time and I talk to everybody. It annoys Patty a little bit. Because she's more of an introvert. She's got a lot better. She's grown a lot since we built this business. She communicates a lot with all the clients. And I'm super proud of her and I appraise her of that. And she knows that and I tell her all the time. But I annoy her because I'll just go up to anybody in public and I don't care. I just sat there and was talking to a veteran not long ago, and I sat there and listened to him bash Donald Trump for like 5 minutes. And I'm just like, okay, I see your viewpoint. And I'm not a Trump yanker, right? This happens every time. But you guys get my gist. When are we going to come together? I love you all. Have a blessed day.